Post-game interviews are brought to you by
the Sportsplex at Metuchen, your local indoor sports facility. With leagues and classes, there's also open gym on the courts and turf. Just check their Instagram page for dates and times. Sportsplex at Metuchen.
Coach, 4-0. You haven't been 4-0 since, I'm going to say, 2012.
It's got to feel good. You got a ball game in the second half. You got out
Quick, 21-0. They came back. You just talked to your kids. Hey, you say you got to clean it up. That's a good football team over there. You saw them. They came over here. They gave it to you in the second half, but you guys were resilient. Talk to me about what you told your kids they need to do.
Well, I was very proud of them for not panicking, sticking to the game plan, and overcoming adversity, which is not an easy thing to do when that team had all the momentum of the game. They stuck to the game plan, they held it tough, and they didn't panic and just kept fighting, and we popped it through.
Coach Jackson had a night, 4 touchdowns. He's a dominant player out here. Talk to me about his performance, the offensive line, the mixing and, movement of the line to an unbalanced formation.
Yeah, well, Shaun, everyone knows Shaun's our guy. He was our guy last year, and now he's a big senior. And we're going to rely on him when it's time to rely on him, which exactly was tonight. Also, the offensive line's been fantastic. We got to go to work. It seems like Hillsborough had us figured out a little bit, and credit to them, but we're also going to go back to work, and we're going to continue to try to manipulate the line of scrimmage with our movement.
Butka made some key throws to put you in position, prevents us some nice catches. Like as you said, Hillsborough's a proud program. They were going to fight back. They came out the second half, made some adjustments, but you guys just, went about your business, played good defense yourself. Talk to me about the defensive performance, because, they got a pretty good rusher in Schwartz, and, Karana would control the ball.
Well, like I said, it's a game of momentum, and they grabbed it right after the half. And I was very proud of the defense. They hunkered down, and they found a way to figure it out. And it's not an easy thing to do to stop that momentum. And I'm very proud of the defense and our defense coordinator, Coach Andrew Shevsko.
You had a big night here tonight. You had some alumni back here. They were all honored, and, Hall of Fame coaches, you name it. And so they were out here in part of this atmosphere, which was pretty exciting tonight. What do you want to say to the Bomber faithful that comes out here on a regular basis?
Well, we appreciate their support. I remember when I played the fans. We still have them here today. Still some of those people that came to those games too. It's an honor to be a hometown kid coaching here, and it's an absolute honor to have all these people out supporting me, the team, and the town.
Coach, congratulations on your W.
Thank you.
Shaun Jackson, you had a night. Listen, a lot of people were wondering, what were the Bombers going to do tonight against a Hillsborough team that, has struggled this season. They were 1-2, and they played a real tough early game against a team down at the Battle of the Beach.
So everybody's questioning, you're 3-0, and what could you do?
You went out and proved yourself tonight. Talk to everybody about what was the game plan when you came in.
Going into this game, we knew that Hillsborough, they didn't play any, awful teams, Washington Township. I think they had another game against a very good team. So, going into this game, it wasn't like a slap of a game. It was just we had to come out here, execute. We knew what it was. Last season, we went down 35-0 shutout. So we knew what it was coming into this game. We just had to execute the game plan and just make sure we came out on top.
You got, like you were talking about, you got a heck of an offensive line out there. There's a lot of multiple formations that you guys are in, and there's a lot of guys that carry the ball.
Right.
But you made them count tonight, 4 touchdowns, and really at the end here made it 28, to 14. Now it's almost impossible to get back. What were you saying to those guys in the huddle?
I was just saying 100% every play. I'm going to do my job as long as they do theirs, and I feel like with that, the scoreboard shows. That's all we can really say. I just love my line. I want them to keep blocking hard, I'm going to keep running hard after that.
The defense was able to, keep them in check the whole first half. There were adjustments that they made. What did Coach talk to you guys about the adjustments you needed to make in here in the second half?
I really would just say it was minor tweaks that we needed to fix up, and I really wouldn't even say it was a game plan thing. I just would say, we needed to get guys who were fresh, 100% every play, and, we would come out on top.
And there was adjustments that were made because, you had to make some adjustments, and you guys continue to run the football successfully.
Right.
That's part of the offense. You play action pass, get the ball in other people's hands. What do you want to say to the Bomber faithful that we're out here tonight supporting you?
Keep showing up. We're going to keep doing our job. As long as you keep doing our job, we build off you guys, the stands. We love the support, and just be here every week.
Congratulations on your W.
Thank you so much.